this is Aubrey, and if you're a new subscriber, welcome, and if you're a returning subscriber, welcome back. So today I know the title of the video says my home fragrance empties, but I'm just gonna start because I'm not racing through to use my stuff any longer. I kind of did that last year in 2025 because I was trying to dwindle down my collection, and now for 2026 I just want to enjoy my scent, and if I don't get through it, I don't get through it. You know, I feel like I will definitely be continuing to buy in 2026, but my purchases, my quantities are going to be much less than they were before I did my 1 year no buy, because my collection is still massive and I need to get through. I mean, I've spent all the money for the product. I want to enjoy it. So with that being said, let's just get started. So this week I do have some retail, mostly vendor, and a couple of Scentsy items. So we'll talk about the retail first. So we'll start with the old super jumbo cotton balls from Kroger. These are my favorite. I've tried everything on the market, from Amazon to Target to CVS to Costco. These are my favorite, and I keep coming back to them, and I'm just gonna stick with them. Then I decided to finally try some of these Tuscany candle wax melts. So I do enjoy the candles. They're pretty clean burning candles. They're not, I wouldn't say that they're like super fragrant, but I will tell you, I did use, this is lilac blossoms, which is lilac and blooming violet, and this is a soy blend wax. It was super strong for about like 2 to 3 hours, and I had this in a hot plate, and then it just kind of like fizzed out. So I don't think I'm going to be buying any more of these Tuscany wax melts, just because I feel like 2 to 3 hours really doesn't hit my expectation level. But I mean, if you're somebody who likes to change your wax 3 to 4 times a day and you're looking for like an affordable option, I highly recommend this company. These things go on sale all the time. Now, I will tell you with Tuscany, the one thing that I have noticed is they go on sale, especially during like the seasons. At the end of like the seasons, there's always all of the seasonal scents. They're always going on sale at my local Smith's, aka I think it's Kroger is the main company, and that's where you should buy for these company. I have found that online the prices tend to be a lot higher. So if you have the ability and you're looking for an affordable option, then this might be for you. Okay, so that was all I have for retail. So now we're going to talk about vendor. So the first thing that I got through was this waxy taffy. It's Tiffany's Lavender Peppermint Cupcakes. It's cupcakes at Tiffany's, sweet lavender and peppermint. So this one was a little interesting. I really thought that this was going to be like a bakery, but it's more herbal, and I think it's the peppermint that gives it that herbalness. So I enjoyed it, but I think it was just a little too like strong with that peppermint, herbal, lavender for my nose. So I am participating in a round robin, so I might pass along some of this so some of the other ladies in the group can give us a try. this bad boy was gifted to me from the sweet Melissa Johnson Haight. This is Carb Battle Royale from Second and Spruce. This is Sugar Cookie Royale, fresh baked bread, zucchini bread, pretzel, sugar cookie dough, and a hint of cinnamon sugar. You guys, this was amazing. I used one little cube and it went all day. And this was so good. Like, it's like the breadiest pretzel, but it had like that sweetness from the cinnamon sugar. I absolutely loved this. And I mean, if you guys have been watching my channel for any length of time, y'all know Second and Spruce performs amazing. And I also have found with Second and Spruce that less is definitely more. So Melissa, if you're watching this, thank you so much for passing this along and sharing. I absolutely love it. It's amazing, and if I ever see this, I definitely would repurchase. All right, here is another like fabulous win for the week. So this was gifted to me, I think this was gifted to me from Dye, and this is Fireflies from Dessa's Homespun Scents. You guys, there's just a teeny tiny bit left, and I'm going to probably melt this week, but I saved a little piece of it because I wanted to keep it from going in the garbage so that I could go see if this is something that she's currently offering or going to offer. This was like a smoky marshmallow. And you guys know I don't like smoky scents, but this was done like to perfection. So almost more like toasted marshmallow. I so enjoyed this. So I am going to try and figure out how to get my hands on more of this, and this will definitely be a repurchase for me. Okay, so now I'm going to talk about two that are going to make me very sad. So the first one that we have here is Day 12 from Broadway Wax. This is Christmas Morning, Christmas Splendor, and Holiday Wishes. You guys, this was so good. Broadway Wax, she's closed now. I think you might still be able to reach out to her and do customs. This was like a chocolate, not chocolate, it has like almost a hint of maybe like cocoa, like hot cocoa. So it's not like chocolate, like it's like a raspberry chocolate. Does that? It's so hard to explain, but it was fabulous. And this went for 2 days in my warmer, and you know, I feel like not enough people purchased from Broadway Wax when they were open. I do know that their wax was a little bit more expensive, but the quality, my gosh, the quality was amazing. So I'm bummed that I will not be able to get any more of this wax, but I might search out on a like D-Stash group and see if anybody has any Broadway wax, because like I said, I get phenomenal performance from Broadway. And then the other one that I did, this is Day 11, Jingle Bells, Frosted Cranberry, and Sugar Plum Fairy. And this was so good. It's like cranberry and plum, but that plum is tart and the cranberry is sweet. And it's such a unique blend. And that was another thing that I noticed about Broadway is she had definitely some sophisticated blends. So yeah, I really, really enjoyed that. Then we have pecan coffee French toast which is pecans, absolute coffee, and French toast from Rose Girls. This was really good. I chopped this up because, you know, I absolutely love chopping wax. It's my most favorite thing to do in the world. Just kidding. But I chopped this up, and what did I mix this with? I mixed this with something. Oh, I didn't put it in my basket. Darn it. But anyways, this is like a really good like French toast. I don't say it's heavy on the coffee. I feel like this is more kind of a maple French toast scent. And I don't typically like maple scents, but this pecan coffee French toast blend is done very well. And I get amazing performance from Rose Girls. So probably my largest collection of wax is Rose Girls right now, but I'm working through it, so. And then the last vendor that we have, this is Gnome Brew from Rustic Diva Design. And this is another vendor that's no longer in business. So I think this is a great coffee blend. So if you guys are seeing a theme here. Because I am trying to still continue to whittle down my collection, but I'm kind of going through the vendors that I can no longer get, just to make more space. Because ideally what I want to do is, you know, we'll talk about what I want to do at the end of this video. I'll tell you it'll be like a good segue into some future videos that are coming out. Okay, and then we have Scentsy. So we only have a couple of things. So last year I did Year to Clear, and I had this bottle of Luna. It's the body cream from Scentsy, and when I opened it up last year, like, it was open. And I feel like it still looks okay, but my rule for my products, especially lotions, is after it's been open for a year, I don't care if it's finished or not, I'm just tossing it. And this was in the clean out last year. So I'm just chucking it and getting it out of my collection, because if it hasn't gone bad yet, I'm sure here sooner or later it's gonna go bad. And you know, I'm a little bit older now, and I just feel like I need to put quality, nourishing, moisturizing products on my skin. So that's my story, and I'm sticking to it. Then I got through Gingerbread Hugs from Scentsy. So this one was interesting. So the first time I melted this in my living room, and I felt like it was really, really light. So originally I was going to take the rest of this bar, throw it into a candle jar, and stick it under my lamp. But I thought, you know what? I just want to take a little piece and stick it in one of the smaller bedrooms in my house. And this sucker came alive. So I just think that this scent is made for smaller spaces, and that's okay, because I had a perfect space for this, and I actually enjoyed this. I'm not like a super big fan of gingerbread, but I did enjoy this. And then last but not least, I did Olaf Warm Hugs. And this is a nice mint scent. I only have one cube left, which I'm kind of bummed about, because it's mint, but it's light. It's great for the bathroom. But I was thinking the other day, you know, it may come back, it may not come back. Like, it's not anything that I'm like, if it never comes back, like I'm gonna be sad, but I really enjoyed the scent. It was a nice mint scent. So that's what I've been using through this past week. So I'm going to, let me tell you what's coming up for this week. So I have another friend mail that I'll be sharing with you guys this week. And then I have a round robin that I'm participating in, and that should be arriving on Wednesday. So when that arrives, I'll share that with you guys. And then I have started separating all of my wax. So I have candles, I have Scentsy, and I have vendor wax. I also have essential oils, but I'm not gonna really include that in all of this because I don't really have enough to, maybe I will, I don't know. But at this point, I'm separating out my candles, my Scentsy, and my vendor wax by season. So I'm gonna share with you guys where my collection is here in January. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to get every single video out of like where I've started, but I'm going to definitely try. And if I can't get the videos out, then maybe I'll just do a quick, like I'll jump on, give you guys a quick update on my numbers. And then I'm gonna track. So this year I'm gonna track, like I'm not gonna get onto my spreadsheet all the time. I'm basically just, you know, when I throw stuff away, I'm just gonna make a tally. Because I do have the spreadsheet, but I'm kind of taking a little break from my spreadsheet because I feel like I've kind of overanalyzed my wax collection to the point where I'm making it not fun anymore. So I'm gonna take a break. But I do want to keep track of what I use throughout the year because I do enjoy using candles and Scentsy and vendor wax. And obviously, because I am not focused on one, I try to use all of them about the same. I typically use wax melts more than candles, but it will be interesting to see at the end of the year like what I used, because I really want to get my collection down to one space, because right now I have in my bedroom like one space where I keep all my vendor wax, and then in my closet I have now 2 sections. So I have one section that is just for candles, and then I have one section that's just for Scentsy. And I will show you guys all this coming up in some videos so you guys can see what I'm talking about. But I really want to get it so everything's condensed into one space, and I can get to a point where I'm seasonally purchasing, because ideally that's really where I want to be. Like I don't ever want to be at the point where I don't have any more wax, but I also am at that point where I'm like, I don't need 15 to 2,000 pieces of wax to overwhelm me or create anxiety because I just have too many options. Yeah, I'm the girl that likes to go to the restaurant that has like 10 items on it. It just makes life easier. And I know some of you are like, really? You should have all the options in the world. But I just find as I'm getting older, I enjoy simplicity much more. So that's all I have for you guys today. I thank you very much for spending a little time with me, and I will see you guys probably tomorrow with a video with my friend mail. So I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.